Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Ashen Solutions here to give you a breakdown on OneDrive for Windows 10. Signing into OneDrive requires a username and password associated with a Microsoft account, or better yet, a Microsoft 365 account, so that OneDrive can work in tandem with your other 365 features. After you successfully sign into OneDrive, you'll notice that the File Explorer version of your OneDrive mirrors the web version. Having OneDrive available in File Explorer is very convenient. This means that any file or folder that you drop into the OneDrive section of File Explorer will upload to the cloud. Notice what happens when I copy over this folder containing video files to the OneDrive location. The status column for the video files folder shows two blue arrows. This indicates that the File Explorer location is synchronizing with the cloud location. For this particular folder, it means that an upload is happening. If we jump over to the web version of OneDrive, we can see that the videos file folder exists. It's currently uploading its content, and when it finishes, in the File Explorer section, the status will change from blue arrows to a green check mark, indicating that I have a version in the cloud and on this local system. Let's get into what the different symbols mean. And then I'm going to show you a very useful file sharing feature that OneDrive makes possible. To start, let's go over the blue cloud icon. This indicates that this file or folder is an online-only file. They live only in OneDrive in the cloud. They don't take up space on the local computer, and they download as you use them. This is useful to know because if you're going to be somewhere without an internet connection, you're going to want to make sure that these files that you plan to work with are available to you. Which brings us to our next icon, the open green check mark. This means that the file or folder is on the device. There are two ways to change a file or folder status from online only to on this device. The first way is to simply open the file while connected to the internet. The computer downloads a version of that file so that you can open it and interact with it. The second way to do this is to right-click the file and select Always Keep on this device. This brings us to our third and final status icon, the closed green check mark. When Always Keep on this device is selected, it downloads a version of the file or folder to the local computer, and it protects the file from a cleanup and maintenance feature in Windows called Storage Sense. If an open green checkmark file is inactive for so long, Storage Sense will remove the local copy of the file, which will put the file or folder back into the blue cloud status. Alternatively, if you know that you aren't going to be using files for a long time, and your system is running a little bit low on storage space, you can delete the local versions of files by right-clicking a file or folder and clicking Free Up Space. Let's get into that file sharing feature I was mentioning. Suppose you have a large file that you'd like to share. This file is large enough to exceed the size limits of an email. Because there is a cloud version of any file and folder within the OneDrive section of File Explorer, it makes file sharing easy. When you right-click the file or folder, you have an option to share. What this does is it creates a secure link to the file or folder that you're trying to share. After initiating the share, you can change things such as permissions to the link that you just created. You can allow anyone with the link to access, people within your organization, or you can send a new link to people that already have access to the file or folder. This is what the link looks like to the recipient. OneDrive offers huge flexibility in terms of file availability and file sharing. For more information on OneDrive, reach out to us at 216-455-9999 or email us at ashensolutions.com.